Mark Kramer. I grew up in Cleveland, went to Hawkins School before I left for college. I'm the only child of Charlotte and Milton Kramer. And my mother, Charlotte Kramer, was a remarkable woman. She was very committed to philanthropy, but in a very modest way. You know, over the years, through our family foundations, she gave away millions of dollars, but you won't see her name on any plaque until this one now at the Cleveland Foundation, because that wasn't why she gave. And I'll tell you, actually, as I was driving over here this morning, I had a call from a guy I'd never met, and he said, I've retired now, but I used to work for the welfare department in the city of Cleveland. And for 50 years, every year your mother sent us a check so we could go out and buy Thanksgiving baskets for families that needed them. And the turkey, the sweet potatoes, the whole works to have a Thanksgiving meal. And I know she passed away, and I wanted to know if you wanted to still continue it. And of course we will. But that was the kind of philanthropy that she really did, that was helping individuals in an anonymous way, trying to make their lives better. My grandfather and my mother were very committed to Judaism. And it's really the idea of tikkun olam, repairing the world, that is seen as a responsibility in Judaism. And that was really what motivated her. It was a choice. She, supported the orchestra, she supported the art museum, she supported the Jewish Community Federation, but she did all of it quietly. And then she took on some other projects too, because she had a remarkable energy and optimism, and when she saw an opportunity to do something, she liked to seize it. So, for example, there was a gentleman in New York, Eugene Lang, a successful businessman, who many years ago now, in giving a talk to a graduating 6th grade class at the school he had gone to as a child, decided that he would promise that if they graduated high school, he would pay for their college tuitions for the entire class. And he created this program called I Have a Dream, which a number of other people in different cities around the country stood up on their own. And so my mother read about this and decided to do it in Cleveland. And she went to East Madison Elementary School, where she had gone to school as a young girl, and committed that for 71 kids, if they graduated high school, she would pay for their college tuition. And she matched them up with mentors. She hired someone to keep track of them and to support them. And a majority of them did graduate high school, and a number of them went to college. There were some lawyers, there were some artists that came out of it. And one remarkable young man who my stepfather had mentored, London Fletcher, actually became quite a successful football player and went on to win the Super Bowl. So the Cleveland Foundation, and I should say my career, has been very much about strategic philanthropy and the social impact of business and companies. And it's really because of my mother's influence. She was very keen to engage me and engage my kids, her grandchildren, in philanthropy and in the foundation work. She actually, when I was in high school, had me intern at the Cleveland Foundation. So in many ways, my passion has been about philanthropy itself, not the particular causes that philanthropy is applied to, but how to make philanthropy more effective and more impactful in the world. And really all of that work in the last 30 years, I can trace back to my mother's influence. Cleveland has immense needs. The Cleveland Foundation's efforts, I think, are tremendously important to try and change that. The lobby is designed to be not just a place to pass through, but a place that is very open to the community, with space for people to gather, to meet, and so on in the lobby. So it's actually meant to be reaching out into the community and provide a platform for engagement between the foundation and the community. And to me, that made a lot of sense as a place to commemorate my mother. She really did love Cleveland and was really committed to revitalizing it, to doing what she could to support it. All of her philanthropy was locally focused. It just seemed fitting to me, because philanthropy was so important to my mother, that associating her with an institution like the Cleveland Foundation would be appropriate. And indeed, I did want to do something in Cleveland that would carry her name and memory. even if people don't really know who she was.